Welcome back to another edition of Mr. T's Math Corner. To start today, we are going to be thinking about story problems. You can see I've got a story problem up on your screen. Now, one of the things we really want to focus on is choosing the right strategy to use for each story problem. Um, Aside from that, we also really need to think about what that question is asking us. Now, in this story problem, um, we've got there were three triangles, two squares, and one hexagon. How many sides were there in all? Now, oftentimes when I presented a problem like this to the kids in my class, I'll see kids do this. They'll go, oh, there's a 3 plus a 2 plus 1, and that's 6. But there is a problem. One of the big things we've got to focus on is what's the question really asking us? And in here, we've got how many sides, sides being that huge key word. So I added the shapes there, not the total number of sides. So we want to really think about the total number of sides. And of course, then we also have this huge keywords right here in all, telling us we're going to be adding those together. So we've got three triangles, two squares, and one hexagon. So let's see, we've got important information that I'm going to underline and one hexagon. So one simple strategy we can use a lot of the time is going to be drawing a picture. So in this case, three triangles. I can simply draw three triangles. All right, check that one off. Two squares. All right, I'm going to draw two squares. Another thing is we want to make sure we don't draw them too small. If they're too small, sometimes we can actually have a hard time figuring out exactly what we want. And a hexagon. And I know that a hexagon is simply a six-sided shape. It doesn't necessarily have to be the pattern block shape. It can be any six-sided shape. All right, so there are my shapes. And it says how many sides are there in all. So I've got to count these sides. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And I've got 23 sides. You're right. I did not label it. Anytime we have a story problem, we need to label it. One trick I've kind of noticed is that oftentimes in the question, after we have the initial part of our question, usually around that third word, is going to be what our label is. How many sides? And we want to do it just like that. How many sides? Now, some of you, the picture would be necessary. Some of you are saying, oh, wait a second, I can do that with numbers. And you might have used some of that extended addition. For those three triangles, you might have done a 3 plus 3 plus 3. You might have done plus your squares, two squares. Oh, 4 plus 4. We could have done that. Sorry for my sloppiness as I use my trackpad. And add that 6. So we could have used some extended addition as well to solve that one. All right, now I'm going to switch to the next slide. What I want you to think about is I want you to actually pause the video, get a paper and a pencil so that you can solve this one as well. At the park, there were 3 dogs and 4 people. How many legs were there in all? All right, so let's look. We've got important information. 3 dogs, 4 people. Okay. In all, oh, we're looking at adding some more. How many? Ooh, not legs. I know sometimes we see numbers, we see 3 and 4, and in all we go, oh, 3 plus 4 is 7. Well, it is 7, but it's not asking how many creatures or how many living things. It's asking how many legs. And let's think about a dog. A dog has 4 legs. Now, if we were going to do a picture for this, we might just do a very simple little dog picture. There's a dog. And I could do 3 of those. Whoops, sorry. Screen's acting up a little bit. There's 4 legs. Simple dog. 4 legs. Simple dog. And then so there's 3 dogs. Check. 4 people. 2 legs each. Woo, tiny little head. Again, these don't have to make Mrs. Thompson proud. These are math pictures. They are not art pictures. The goal is to quickly help you get information you need to solve the problem, not necessarily making it super pretty. All right, so there's my 4 people, and I'm going to count those legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I would have 20 what? 20 legs. And if you wanted, again, we're focusing on a picture to solve problems. If you wanted, though, you could also use some extended addition. Here we would have 4 plus 4 plus 4, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and hopefully you're even recognizing some of the multiplication that we talked about yesterday. The people could be 4 people multiplied by the 2 legs each, 4 groups of 2 or 2 groups of 4, and we have 8. 4 plus 4 plus 4, oh, that is 3 groups of 4, because they have 4 legs each. There's 3 dogs with 4 legs each. That gets us to 12, and then you could just use, 8 plus 12. That should be an addition fact knowledge and get you to those 20 legs. That's a good way to double check. Do it twice. All right, one more practice one. On the merry-go-round, there were 3, and here's what's really funny. I noticed a typo. Yikes. There were 3 kids on the merry-go-round, 5 kids swinging, and 4 kids playing basketball. How many kids were there in all? All right. So we've got 3 kids on the merry-go-round, 5 swinging, and 4 playing basketball. Again, we've got an in all, which usually is a keyword for addition. Now this one, how many kids? Oh, there is no kind of trick of legs or arms or fingers or eyes. It's just how many kids in all. This one's going to be a little bit more standard. So we've got those 3 kids on the merry-go-round. I could draw a picture of that. I could just go straight to some addition. Let's see. There's 5 kids swinging and 4 kids playing basketball. Now, usually with a problem like this, I will go for, okay, do I see any groups of 10 I can make? Do I see any doubles? No, I don't see any of that. But I do see 5 plus 4. My biggest is making 9. 9 plus 3, 12. I've got 12 kids in all. You know, one thing I could do if I did want to double check it with some sort of a picture, again, sometimes your picture could be as simple as tallies or dots. So I could even just make this a little bigger and go, okay, here's my 3 kids on the merry-go-round. Here are my 5 kids swinging and my 4 kids playing basketball. And then I could count those up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 kids on the playground. All right. On the next page, you're going to be doing a quiz, practicing some of these strategies as well. Got 3 more to do for you. Catch you later.